Hey friends, welcome to the video. This one's going to be all about Clubhouse. Clubhouse is a new social media and I'm going to talk about 10 interesting things that I think you need to know when getting started on this new social media. Clubhouse is an audio-only social media. It's laid out into rooms, much like a chat room, but as I said, audio-only. In those rooms, you have people speaking and moderating, and you have people listening. If you're listening to a discussion, you are free to put your hand up and the moderating or the people on the stage can invite you to the stage and you can discuss. Think of it like a live interactive podcast or a live kind of TED talk. I hope that kind of explains it to a certain point. I don't want to get too deep into it, but anyway, let's carry on. 10 interesting things about the platform. So firstly, number one, and the reason why this platform has got quite a lot of hype is it is invite only. When I say invite only, I don't mean the platform invites you, I mean the people on the platform invites you. So a new account on the platform has 2 invites to give out. The reason they're doing this is so they don't get overwhelmed with users and crash their servers. I assume that's the reason anyway. So how do you get an invite? Well, you have to know someone on the platform, but if you find a stranger who has invites, you could always ask them to give you an invite and then you will invite one of their friends or someone they were planning on inviting in the first place. But more and more people are joining the platform every day, so invites will be easier to find, and you never know, soon they may just make it so that anybody can join. Okay, so number 2, and we've already touched on this, it's audio only. And when I say audio only, I mean it really is audio only. There is no way of sending text messages or anything on the platform. There's no DMs. It's only audio. You can talk one-to-one with people and you can talk to people in a room or you can listen, but it's audio only. And I really hope they keep it this way because that's one of the wonderful things. If you're in a room with someone that you know, there is no way of contacting them on the platform. You can ping people from a room. So let's say you're in a room listening. You can think, oh, a friend of mine would really be interested in this. So you ping them. It just sends them a message saying, hey, Johnny thinks that you should be listening to this. Why don't you come and check it out? But the fact that it is audio only actually adds this real human element to it. So I really hope they keep it that way, but it's definitely worth bearing in mind. And leading on from that, something I really like about the platform is no cameras. It's, as we've said, audio only, but there is no reason for you to worry about your appearance or like a Zoom call, you worry about what you look like, what your background looks like. There is none of that. You can get straight into conversations. You can get listening, you can get talking. No cameras, audio only. Number 4, and I know my subscribers are really interested in Instagram. You'll be happy to know that this app works really, really well with Instagram. And I would go so far as to say that Instagram is essential to work alongside this app. You don't have to, and there are people on there who aren't using Instagram alongside it. But the point is, there are no images. And when you go into your biography, you'll notice that there are your Twitter handle and your Instagram handle if you've added it. And what the app does is, as soon as you tap the Instagram, it will take you straight over to their Instagram. It doesn't open a web browser and then try and get you to log into a web version of Instagram. It literally opens the Instagram app and pulls you across to their Instagram within the app. So you can hit follow, you don't have to log in or anything. The conversation that you're listening to is still playing in the background, so nothing is interrupted, and you can explore everyone's Instagram on there. And this is one of the best things about the platform, is that actually it works brilliantly as a networking tool. And that's how I think most people are using it currently. They're using it to learn, to network, and to connect with all sorts of people. And the fact that you can get to other people's social medias completely seamlessly is a wonderful thing. Okay, the next point, and this is definitely worth noting for anyone who is new, this app will make you feel a little bit nervous. If you're not used to speaking, if you're not used to communicating with strangers over the internet, this app will make you feel a little bit nervous. You know, I'm quite used to this. I spent 15 years as a musician on a stage. I've been a local councillor, so I've been in lots of large meetings and all those sorts of things. I'm quite familiar with public speaking. However, when I was first invited to speak on this app, I got a little bit nervous. So if you're not used to it, bear that in mind. You'll get that flutter and that shake in your voice that you'll get. So just try and work through that and just try and sit comfortably on the app. And definitely, if someone invites you up to say something and you're not sure whether to do it, just dive in, because the buzz you'll get from communicating with strangers and talking about the things you love is a really, really great feeling. Okay, the next point is key if you've just started up your account. It is possible to have a very, very long bio. I think we've all got used to adding just a small amount of information. On this app, you have a small amount and then you expand that out and you can add a lot more information, a lot more about yourself. I think this is key because this is a very, very powerful networking app. I'd say the most powerful networking app. And if you can't talk about yourself, then it's not very good. A lot of people are using emojis and composing it in an interesting way. And then at the very bottom, you have the potential of your Twitter handle and your Instagram handle. So all of that combined makes this a brilliant app for networking. And I highly recommend spending a bit of time on your bio. I'm going to do that. My bio is short at the moment. I'm going to spend the time to try and put some really useful information in there so I can actually represent myself properly on this platform. A quick point there, if you do want to come over and follow, I'll put my handle on the screen right now. It's at Johnny Keeley. Yeah, just come and say hi. Something I like about Clubhouse that's quite refreshing is that it all feels very non-permanent. I think we're all used to typing things on Facebook and then it tells you a year later what you said. Again, on Instagram, you put some photos up and it goes, oh yeah, look at your photo from a year ago. You know, everything is being stored. Now, I don't know whether they're storing the audio or whether they're storing the speech to text, and they're storing all of that text data somewhere. You know, I don't know if they are, but it all feels very non-permanent. As you've spoken, as you're talking, you know, all of that is being said in the moment and it's disappearing, hopefully. But that does lead me on to the next one, which is that any individual user using their phone can record a conversation. So just bear that in mind. They could screen record the app and it would record all the audio coming out of the app. So it's probably always worth bearing in mind that somebody could be recording the things that you're saying. I don't think this is going to cause anyone any problems if you're talking about photography and Instagram and all those sorts of things that I personally am talking about on the platform. But maybe if you're in a religious room or a political room and things get a bit heated, you know, maybe that starts to become a problem that people are recording you. And I think that that's probably something that we'll start seeing more about from the actual platform. And just quickly, I think that recording a conversation is actually against their terms of service. I'm not too sure. I just heard someone else talk about this at some point. Okay, and my favorite thing about this app is that it brings back that human interaction. I think we've all kind of forgotten that behind those profile pictures and social media handles, there are actually human beings there with insights, experiences, and emotions, and all those sorts of things. We've all started to forget that we're all interacting with each other via text and all these sorts of things. What this platform does is it brings back that respect that you'll have for another human being. So if you're in a room and you're listening to someone who's sharing a lot of insights, you will listen and you will take that on board and you'll be respectful. If you're in a room and you know that there are lots of people in there learning who may not know as much as you, again, you offer that respect. And when you're having those conversations, at least from my experience of the app, it's a real positive and pure place to have these conversations. So hopefully this is the social media to bring back that respect for each other that we've all seemed to have forgotten on social media. You know, let's look at Facebook, for example. Arguments after arguments. You know, I've fed up with Facebook. Clubhouse, I'm sure things will get toxic, things will get heated, but for the most part, so far, it has been a really respectful discussion, and I absolutely welcome that. I think that this could be the social media that finally brings positivity to the internet. Anyway, I really hope you found that useful. That is 10 things that I have noticed about Clubhouse in my short time on the platform. And please note that, my short time on the platform. If I've missed anything, please let me know in the comments. If there's something important that I haven't said, or if there's something that I have said, please let me know, because I will make more videos on Clubhouse. And if you want to go give it a go and you get on the platform, come and say hi to me. I'm at Johnny Keeley, and thanks very much. I'll put a bunch of other videos from my channel on the screen right now. If you enjoyed this and you're enjoying some of the others, please hit the subscribe button. And if you do, I will see you in the next video.